I've noticed lately that there's a lot of interest, a whole lot of everyday, average, ordinary people have an opinion about this little missing girl, Kaylee Anthony. If I think I have her name right. Her mother, Casey Anthony, if I'm correct. I may have their names backwards, but she's the one that I believe's probably killed that little girl. Everybody else can, try to be positive or, might not, they might feel sorry for the mother. They may identify with the mother. They might not want to judge people. But, I mean, come the hell on, people. Get real. Quit, get your head out of your asses. What would a normal person do if their kid's missing? A normal person would call the police. A normal person would, run to their parents and tell them, oh my God, my child's missing, a normal person would do everything in their power, everything they could possibly do to get their little girl back. Because we all know that when a kid's missing, every second counts. Usually, when a kid goes missing, it's either, kidnapped by another parent or it's kidnapped by like a pedophile. And when a pedophile kidnaps a kid, they kill them right off the bat. They rape them and then they kill them. They don't want to get caught with the kid. So, basically, since we know that she's the mother of the child, obviously, either she's kidnapped the child, she sold the child, or maybe some pedophile, kidnapped the child. And a lot of times it is a pedophile kidnapping them, but I believe in this case it's pretty clear that the mother killed this little girl, or sold her, but I believe she killed her. A lot of people like to, hold out hope and they think, well, maybe, she just sold the child. Maybe the child's still alive. No. This woman wanted to party. Since her kid was missing, she didn't go to the police and report the kid missing, but she went to the local club and she got her groove on and she got all kinds of pictures took with her buddies and she was smiling. She was smiling and she was dancing and she was just having a good time. She wasn't crying. She wasn't going to the police department. She wasn't hiring a detective. She wasn't crying her eyes out. She wasn't upset. This woman was a partying. Here's what I think. I think she killed the kid on purpose so she'd be, free to go out and party. Maybe she thought she'd just tell her parents a bunch of bullshit like the babysitter took a kid and, thought that she could just, pull one over on everybody and convince everybody that the kid was alive. And then she could just, she'd go about just partying and worry about all that shit when it comes up. She's going to have her fun. She's going to live for the moment. And then she'll worry about the consequences later on. As far as the grandmother goes, I think when the grandmother first called 911 and she said that it smells like there's a dead body in the trunk, I think that's when she was being honest. I think since then, the grandmother has accepted that her granddaughter's probably dead. And right now, she's just trying to keep her daughter from going to prison, or even more, she's trying to keep her from getting a death penalty. So, I believe, and I get this strange, sick feeling that the grandmother actually likes all the attention. She seems to like getting on TV, even if it's just arguing with the commentators, and even if it's arguing with people out in front of her house. She seems like she just likes to get on TV. It's like one of these people, they like bad things happening because then they can get on the TV and they can be the victim and all of that. The daughter, the one that I believe, the mother, the one that I believe killed that little girl, if you listen to the jail recordings of her on the phone, she's more worried about her own image than about getting her daughter back. She's all worried about, oh, Mom, you got on the TV and you didn't really say good stuff about me and everybody thinks I done it. That's the only thing she's concerned about. She ain't even concerned about her kid. She's concerned what the general public's opinion is of herself. So, all you people out here that take up for this woman, what the hell is wrong with you? You have rocks in your head instead of brains? You got fucking concrete inside your brain? You got concrete in your head instead of a working, functional brain? You need to dust your damn brain off. Quit being naive or something and face reality. This kid's probably dead. Of course, the police should do everything they can to find the kid. They shouldn't have tunnel vision, and just focus on the mother. They need to make sure that they're both focused on the mother and they're focused on other possibilities. But if you really think that this mother didn't kill this little kid so she could go out and party, you're a moron. I mean, you need to get your damn head checked. If you believe this mother then I've got like swampland or whatever they say I'll sell you for like dirt cheap and shit. You'll believe anything. Obvious, if I'm not wrong, the grandmother even reported that they'd been gas cans stolen from their garage right around the same time this kid went missing. You know what that tells me? That tells me the mother of this child snuck into the grandmother's garage, stowed some gas cans, went and filled them up full of gas, took that little girl's dead body, and set it on fire to keep it probably from being identified. I mean, that's what these kind of people do. Use your freaking brain, people. If you're taking up for this woman, you're probably stupid. But, you know, like I said, basically, everything this woman says doesn't add up. Her stories are full of inconsistencies. No normal person, a loving mother, would not be out at the club getting her groove on while her daggone baby is missing. And the police even said that they done tests in the trunk of that car and that there was a dead body in it. When a body sits and decomposes in a car, in a trunk, even if you get the body out, there's fluids that run out of that body. There's oils and fluids and hair and all kinds of stuff comes out of that dead body. And if those cops say that they've, found traces of a dead body, and they're even saying they found traces of what's that stuff called that they put over your face that knocks you out. I can't even remember the chemical. The woman probably, they're even thinking that this might have been planned. What's the I can't remember the name of the chemical that you can, you take a rag and you put it over their face and they pass out real quick. But they found traces of that chemical in the trunk along with traces of a decomposing body. Use your brain, okay? This poor, innocent child is dead. And anyone that takes up for this mother is a moron that needs their ass kicked because it's obvious who killed this kid. This kid ain't with a babysitter. This kid's not been sold. A lot of people want to believe the kid's been sold on the black market. I don't even believe that. I'd like to believe that. But no, the kid's dead, and I think the police has probably got some of the evidence to prove it, and they're just waiting to build their case. So, basically what we need to do is we need to take this mother and we need to waterboard her like they do those terrorists, and Gitmo. We need to send Kaylee Anthony's mother, Casey Anthony, to Guantanamo Bay and let them, give her the waterboard treatment, torture her ass for a little bit so we can find out what really happened to this kid. I think it's obvious what happened to it. The kid's more than likely dead. I feel like it's about 99% chance it's probably dead. But they ought to torture this bitch so that we can be sure of it. And of course, torture her in a way so that she doesn't give you false information. Let the bitch know that if she admits to something she didn't do, then she's going to get her ass kicked even more. Because even if she didn't kill her child, she deserves to have her ass beat just for, being out partying and stuff instead of, being out looking for a kid and reporting it to the police, Anybody, even if that kid is alive, that mother deserves to have her ass kicked for basically what she's put everybody through, and basically for showing that she cares more about, partying and boogieing down at the club than she cares about her own child.